The sun does not set in the deep Amazon. It simply vanishes, swallowed by a canopy so dense it feels like the ceiling of a tomb. You are miles past the safety of the riverbanks, driven by the lure of rare mahogany and the pelts of animals that should have been left in peace. The air is thick, a humid soup of rot and blooming orchids, but suddenly the heat breaks into a cold, unnatural chill. The jungle falls into a silence so heavy it makes your ears throb. The cicadas cut their buzzing short as if a hand has been clamped over the mouth of the forest itself. Then, the smell reaches you. Not the scent of flowers, but the sharp, pungent odor of wet fur mixed with wood smoke. You turn to head back, but the trail you hacked through the brush has vanished. In its place is a confusing maze of footprints. They look like the bare feet of a small child, yet they are all pointing toward you, even though the mud is kicked up in the opposite direction. Your mind reels as you realize the terrifying geometry of the Curupira. His feet are fused backward, a physical curse designed to lead the unworthy into the crushing heart of the green hell. A whistle suddenly tears through the stillness, a sound so high and jagged it feels like a razor blade sliding across your brain. It doesn't come from the bushes, it comes from everywhere, bouncing off the trunks until you are spinning in circles, blinded by your own panic. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a flicker of movement, a small, muscular figure with skin the color of sun-dried blood and a shock of hair that burns with a literal, flickering orange flame. He doesn't speak. He doesn't growl. He simply watches with eyes that glow like swamp gas, his backward feet firmly planted in the soil as he begins to strike the trees. Thud, thud, thud. Each strike of his palm against the wood vibrates in your marrow, a rhythmic testing of the timber to see which tree is hollow enough to hold a human corpse. As you bolt into the darkness, the forest begins to betray you. The vines trip your ankles like grasping fingers, and the trees seem to shift their positions the moment you look away. You hear the voices of your loved ones calling from the shadows, a cruel mimicry used by the guardian to draw you deeper into the thorns. You are being hunted by the personification of nature's vengeance, a being who sees your greed as a disease to be purged. Your only hope is the frantic nodding of a liana vine, a desperate puzzle left on the forest floor to snag his manic curiosity. While he stoops in the darkness to pick at the fibers with his sharp, dirt-stained nails, you scramble for the light of the clearing, knowing that even if you reach the river, you will never truly be free. The Curupira does not forget a face, and for the rest of your days, the sight of a flickering candle or the sound of a distant whistle will bring back the cold, paralyzing memory of the boy who walks backward into the shadows of the world.